You said steady, like I heard on the advert this week on the radio.
Steady.
Which is for Skoda. Because they're now calling it Skoda. And I think that's a good move, actually.
Why?
Because Skoda reminds me of all the jokes you used to have about Skodas.
But that's how you say it in the language.
I know, yeah, but I'm saying, but the fact they're going,
Skoda.
they were going, panoramic roof is standard. That's Skoda. That's Skoda.
Can I just say
Skoda so many times?
No one's gonna say Skoda.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
But
say.
everyone says.
Why did you make it sound more desi? Skoda. Are bhai, Skoda.
No, they will, Sach, because everyone's now saying Hyundai.
It's a Hyundai.
No, they're not. Yeah, Hyundai.
No one says it, Kate.
No, you're right.
Come on, if I went to that, I would say it properly. I'm like, bruv, can I see the latest Hyundai?
I like your new Skoda. I would never say that.
What does he say? Like such a
Skoda.
massive.
Yeah, you somehow made Scandinavian.
Good drawing.
What is it? It's Czech, isn't it?
Czech.
Yeah.
Skoda.
Yeah. Skoda. We will have a Skoda moment. You know,
Skoda Godi.
Yeah, Skoda.
Skoda. That's a good one. Sach. That is good bit of knowledge from Sach because that.
What do you mean? I go to weddings all the time.
What's Skoda Godi?
So basically, go on, Sach. You can explain it.
Skoda Godi is the game that you play once you get married. You know,
Do they play that in Punjabi?
Oh,
in
like bittersweet. Yeah. Well, you got to drink. You got to drink milk.
It's a tal.
You got to look for the ring
with red water in it.
You got to look for your whose ring?
You got to look for a coin or ring or whatever it is.
There's loads of like shells in there as well, and then there's a ring.
So imagine a big pan,
right?
Like a big
Tali
tray thing.
Yeah.
That's a bit deep. Then they fill it with like leaves,
red water.
It could be red or white water,
so you can't see it.
And it's got other bits in it other than the coin or the ring,
shells and stuff like that.
And then like the priest or whoever's conducting this will hold whatever it is, put it in. Then the bride and groom have to kind of
fight thing
to grab it.
To find the ring. It's a round of three.
Like what's it called? You know, like a lucky dip.
Yeah, apple bobbin.
Apple bobbin. That's something. Yeah, you're kind of going for it.
And then whoever wins the ring, wins it, basically means that they're going to have control in the marriage.
Oh, yes. It's funny. Even in the temple in the Gurdwara, whoever gets up or sits down first.
There's that.
They're going to be the one in control. I'm like, you know what? I don't think you should be starting off your relationship like, you're in control.
It's very dated, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought of that when I was at a wedding as well.
And also a bit negative. Like, why does it matter who's in control?
Because now it's all about 50-50.
Yeah, and also, no, all relationships should be about 50-50. They should be just about kind of going, you know what? Some days it's
you know what's funny? You
me.
said that. Even like the stuff about stealing shoes. I was like, that's a bit raggo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I just say, now that we've gone this far, and it's
we're in wedding chat.
We're in wedding mode.
Full wedding chat.
But can I just say, the stealing of the shoes now has gone so far fetched, so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
Royal Rumble, where people are now like pulling, fighting, grappling.
Honestly, I've seen Masi thrown over the mandap.
You're right. Seriously.
The chair.
Seriously.
The chair shot.
Yeah.
Someone's here with a chair.
Yeah, forget the people's elbow.
Table.
It's the Mussie's Godda.
The last one I went to, one of the guys was bleeding.
Give it a Mussie's Godda.
One of the guys was bleeding.
That's what I mean. I've seen it.
It's become ridiculous now because obviously there's a new generation of young people now who
it's a cage match.
Yeah,
obviously
I'm just going to fight. Before there was a little bit of
fight.
It was more of like a gamey thing. Now it's like as my gran would say, dabba dabby. It's just like
it was all a bit friendly with that song. What's that song from Hum Aapke Kaun?
Yeah, Jhoothe de do paise le do.
See, that's all friendly music. Yeah. Now it's like rah. Yeah. Mama said, knock you out.
Yeah.
It's become like Stormzy. It's become, it's like Santan. Yeah. It's become like, that.
Gigs.
Also, in that same way, the other thing that's gone too far, and I don't know if you guys do this in your weddings, where when you do the milni and you meet your opposite number, so the girl's mama meets the dad's mama.
That happens in the wedding, I think.
Right? Yeah. So they do the milni outside.
They're a pair of what?
They're probably pair of mummy, pair of mummy, pair of chache, pair of tae, pair of every. It's always the men, but whoever picks the other one up, they have the upper hand. But bruv, I've seen them get so awkward. Yeah. Like even my.
What? Because some people don't want to be lifted up.
He put his hands together, but grabbed him like he put one hand through the front of his crutch and one hand through the back. And so imagine like he's sitting in a sling. He's sitting in a sling of his arm, and then he's lifting him up. But
grabbed him by the nuts.
He was never
grabbed him by the nuts.
You can't lift someone in between their legs.
This is the problem, though. Like, this is the problem with Gujaratis getting married to Punjabis. There ain't no way the Gujaris are lifting the Punjabi men up.
Right, and that's exactly it. And then you get the guy who goes gym, who thinks he can.
No, but then, do you know what? Now, forget this. Next Milne, if we're ever going to one, Tommy, I'm just going to go gym and pick up 6 new mamas.
Yeah, right.
That's it. We're going to take them.
I'm going to go, right, these are my mamas.
Wouldn't it be good to just, like, I think someone should invite Tommy to commentate on that.
So, when
I think it's a brilliant sport.
So funny.
I want cheerleaders, everything.
Can I tell you what my little USP is? I don't host many weddings, have I told you? But when I do host a wedding, I've said to them now, because I've done it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I've gone, let me introduce them in a Royal Rumble style and fashion.
Yeah, you have
so I'll go weighing in at, £300.
Yeah.
He's come from New Zealand.
Hailing from,
It's the mama, let's say, I don't know, Darshan, I don't know what I'm saying, is that right? Yeah. Right, and then and he's going to meet, da-da-da. But then, because I do that, they get a little bit more G'd up. Yeah. So you got to tone it down. You got to give them a big up entrance, not like a who's the bad man here. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
In the red corner.
All that came from
back to script.
Skoda Goda.
Back to script. Where are we?
We are
on my little.
This is
on my nimble barney.
By the way, this is a lovely, lovely place. And look, all of the restaurants we get to go to are great. They're good friends of ours. They're run by friends of ours. But this one that we just had some food here. It was delicious. We are at Bombay Central in Harrow.
Yeah.
And Bombay Central. The whole restaurant is themed like a railway station. So lots of railway artifacts, lots of little trains everywhere. And I remember actually now, Kedge, I think you brought me here about 7-8 years ago.
Me and you came for a little romantic one here.
Yeah, I think we might have done.
Yeah.
It's always romantic.
I know. Sach wasn't available. Me and Tommy came for just a little 2-man little dinner.
And I remember thinking,
candles.
You know what? They've done it right. Like the decor. Forget the food for 1 second. The look of the place is clean. Yeah. B, it's like the combination of bricks, signs, like woodwork, paneling. Signs. Like train signs.
I know what you mean.
Signs. Toilets this way.
Fire exit.
Yeah. Right. All of everything is like just themed up.
Well lit.
Even the telly's got all the train names on it. And
I've been on detail like that.
I've been on most of them trains.
Have you, Sach? I'm quite surprised you've been on all those trains.
Sach, you're talking about, like you get the boards at the train station where
the departure boards.
The departure when it's flickering, all the things flicker. That comes up as a little holding screen on the massive
Express.
TVs.
I've been on that.
What?
Shatabdi.
Oh, I thought it was Shatabdi. I thought someone shat on Abdi.
Yeah. No, it's shout on Abdi.
No, yeah.
Someone shout on the train probably because it stunk when I was on there. But it's called Shatabdi Express. I've been on that.
Okay.
Where does that
Express.
go?
There was a couple of them I've been on.
Where is Shatabdi?
They start in Mumbai, but they go far.
Yeah, well, I remember the film Lion. That Lion is so good, bro.
Great film.
Lion with Nicole Kidman and the 2 kids.
Yeah.
True story.
True story. Very sad.
But that's because that kid was on the train for like
Adopted.
11 hours or whatever and just went all the way to another part of the country with no records.
But I've done that. I went from, where was it? I went from Gujarat to Goa.
Yeah.
12 hours on the train. Yeah.
Wow.
Have you got the flatbeds and all that?
Yeah,
as well?
done it.
Wow.
The bed was disgusting.
I'm surprised you were on there.
Yeah, trust me. I've been everywhere in India.
But can't you go five stars?
Were the funds low or something? Why didn't you just take a flight?
Do you know what? I think it was a load of us doing it, and it was actually
fun.
It went
yeah. Well, what was the food like on the train?
Oh, horrendous. Took my own sandwiches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I ain't gonna eat that train food. Are you feeling?
No, I would,
bro. They ain't got no places to go when you need to go after you've eaten that food.
Oh man!
So you got to be tactically eating.
I thought you could upgrade and for like a few quid and just get an amazing room.
I mean, the toilet is still at the bottom of the actual. It's the hole. You see pebbles.
Yeah,
the pebbles clean your
you got pebbles coming out of you.
Pebble on
and
pebble.
the pebbles coming up, smashing
pebble dash
in the backside.
It's called the pebble dash for a reason. You got to dash in and dash out. Well, forget that side. Sorry, that was disgusting talk there because the food here was fantastic. It really was
lovely.
It was tasty. It was clean. It wasn't dailified. And by the way, we had what? Okay, I'm looking at
6.
I'm looking at what. There are no leftovers. I'm literally looking at empty plates now. But it started off with mogo chips. They were so crispy. Normally, mogo chips can be a bit chewy.
Yeah.
Or I've had a lot of Is it Manchurian? Is that what they're called? I feel like that's the wrong
Manchurian?
word.
Is it like Indo-Chinese kind of sauce?
Yeah. So I've had that mogo chips in that style.
Oh.
What's someone from Manchester called then?
Mancunian.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I was getting mixed up. I thought I suddenly got it mixed up. I was like, hold on, I said the wrong word.
Chicken Mancunian.
Yeah.
Chicken Mancunian.
I suddenly just got muddled up in my head.
There was a film, wasn't there? The Manchurian Girl or something.
Yeah.
Boy.
Child. Something like that. Yeah.
Manchurian
Kid.
Girl.
Manchurian Kid. No,
Oh, that's librarian girl.
That's Liberian.
Liberian, not librarian.
Can I say, we had an egg biryani. I've never had an egg biryani.
Oh, egg biryani
That was
is the
banging.
one. So basically, spicy rice, but with just boiled eggs in it.
It was beautiful.
No, I think
Really
the
nice.
coriander chicken was the one. That was
Coriander,
lovely,
I like the.
and I don't like coriander.
And the
But
other,
that was
the
Yeah.
other chicken, the red chicken was nice. And then what? Oh, just sliced
Such
potatoes.
like
crispy
the
potatoes.
the crispy corn.
the crispy corn was good.
He likes
Oh,
that because
you're-
I'm not a big fan.
No,
of it.
neither am I. But the paneer, your paneer
Oh,
was lovely as well.
yeah.
So anyway, lovely food. Please give them a go if you are in the Harrow area. You will not be disappointed. We guarantee it. But it's nice to be here. In fact,
By the way, took me 2.5 hours to get here. Just saying.
really?
Yeah.
Really, it's worth it though.
Left at 5:15. Got here 7:45.
Because you are South London.
Yeah, I'm like
and this is
on the other side of the
northwest
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it literally is. London's crazy like that. You probably travelled about 15 miles.
Yeah, no, it is about 16 miles.
Right.
Yeah.
And it took you 2.5 hours.
Mad,
Well,
innit?
that is
Man,
you
I
could-
spoke to you for quite a lot of it as well about work
I go,
stuff.
where are you now? I go, you nearby? And he goes, what? I goes, well, no, you said I'm 20 minutes away.
20 minutes away.
And you went, bruv, since I spoke to you, I haven't moved.
And we
I
spoke for
haven't
about
moved.
half an hour, 20 minutes away still.
But I'll tell you why, we only spoke for half an hour. Sorry, Kedge, in case you're wondering, like, oh, what? You chatting
No,
all the way
that's
here.
fine, that's fine.
We only spoke for half an hour.
We were just gassing.
I was just saying, where are you? And then he started gassing. And then I'm like, then he got stuck in traffic. Then I felt under pressure to keep him company.
Right.
Because I'm like, I can't go, well, I'm here.
No, it's cool. You don't need to keep me company.
Whereas
Nice of you.
this is the difference. This is the difference in the. Maybe this is a reflection of our friendship. Because then I run Kedge. I went, Kedge, where are you? He goes 2 minutes away. Put the phone down.
Yeah, see you later, bye.
Oh, you know.
Do you want to keep him company?
I go, where are you? He goes, where are you? I go, I'm in the car park. He goes, 2 minutes away. Wait for me. I went, all right. And
Yeah.
that was it. So
To the point, direct.
To the point. No mucking around. But
in.
I think maybe that's because we've had a bit of time together over this weekend. That's why maybe we're a bit
Can
minimal.
I say that was nice on Sunday?
It was nice.
We were all at the Queen's of the 90s Rewind Tour, which was the concert that we were kindly partnered with to host through Grace Entertainments. And remember, we were hosting our podcast at Bahara. Bahara is one of their restaurants as well. So the Grace guys also own the restaurant. But they organised these Rewind Tours. So they did the Kumara San Udit Narayan ones and all that.
Yeah.
And now they're doing the ones with just the ladies. And it was Anuradha Podwal.
Yeah.
Kavita Krishnamurthy
Yeah.
and Alicia Chinay. Obviously, Alka Yagnik was supposed to be there, but she's
Can I
still
just
sick.
say, wasn't there a point in history where her name was Alicia Chinoy?
Right. Thank you. Can we address
Chinoy-
that?
Can we address that, please?
Potato.
Because
No. It was spelled with an O-Y.
O-Y.
O-Y,
Yeah.
correct.
Kedge, veg.
So, no, yeah. On the edge.
Ledge.
Yeah.
Let's get it right. Come on.
So, I always thought it was Alicia Chinoy. O-Y.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, obviously, I'm seeing
what
all
I
the
thought it
literature
was.
on the posters, and it's
Chinay.
AI. And I went, oh, is it Chennai? And literally, I think over the weekend, people from India, people who are management, people who are organising, I heard it said both ways, Chennai and Chennai.
Oh.
And I never actually got to kind of go, is it
ask
Chennai or
her?
Chennai?
That was
You
your
know what?
chance,
I
mate.
should've
That
done.
was it. Just
Yeah,
that
I
was the
think
chance.
it
You're
was.
never going to see her
I
again.
didn't even think to ask her. I just thought.
I think
but
it might
I think
be
when
one
I
of those-
introduced on
I think
stage, I said Chennai.
I
You
think it
did.
might be.
You did. Do you know what? I picked up on that. Because you said it and her name was on the screen behind, so I was just like,
What was on the screen? Was it AI or
It was AI, yeah.
AI, Chennai.
Chennai.
I think it might be one of those astrologer things. You
Nah.
know? Yeah. Everyone in India changes their names. They add an A, they take away an A, they add a Y, all that kind of stuff.
No,
you know.
I think it's just I think it's a regional pronunciation. Some people say go Alicia Chennai and Alicia Chennai.
No one says my name differently in Hawaii compared to how they say it
but
in Russia.
in India they could like you know.
No.
Chennai and.
I mean,
Chole.
apart from in Germany, they don't say J, so my name is Gayal. But
Gayal.
apart from that,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but that's just in that country.
And in Punjabi, that would be how are you? Like, ki haal hai?
Gayal, yeah.
There
There we go.
There
There we go.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, we missed an opportunity there.
But it was, I'll tell you what, let's find out. Let's do a little post-concert analysis.
Yeah, let's do it.
Lots of people who are listening to this probably were there. Actually, do you remember when I said, I got a podcast with the Brown Note, did you hear
Yeah.
the little roar?
Yeah, I did.
Not a massive
I did.
one. Not a massive one. It's okay.
No, it's good.
all right. But we got a little way like that from the Brown Note mention on stage. And actually, I love old school. I've always loved old school. It's the reason why we do the Bollywood Time Machine shows and celebrating Sholay and all that.
You're an old school guy.
Yeah, and that era as well, those 80s and 90s as well.
best
But-
era.
But the 90s is the one, and you had these legends. I said this before, though, on the podcast. I'm not too familiar with Anuradha Podwal as a name. I'm not really familiar with Kavita Krishnamurthy.
Krishnamurthy.
I'm not really familiar with even Alicia Chennai. Like,
But you know the tunes.
yeah. And then when I started going through it, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they're behind that. Because you know what it was? All those years on the radio, you would go, oh, that was Bole Dunia from,
K3G.
K3G.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that was Neen Charai Meri from...
Blade Runner.
Wesley Snipes in Ninja I mean. Oh, when he does that dance.
Did you hear them, by the way, did you hear them shout out your favourite people? Laxmikant Pyara? Yeah. Because they that was the era. They all produced
all three of them.
Yeah.
But sorry, I don't know how relevant this is. I saw them shout out that Brambat geezer.
Yeah, Bali.
Brambat.
Bali.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah,
Bali Brambat. Yeah.
Bali Brambat. Who was in
Patel rap fame.
See, that was it. They went, oh,
was that him?
Yeah,
Patel rap. One hit wonder, but he smashed it.
But he got the big up because who was it?
Kavita Krishnamurti,
who was the last act of the night, the main one.
Yeah.
In many
He's
respects.
a radio presenter, you know.
Yeah, and she went, oh, we have an absolute legend here. And I thought, oh, who's that? And it was
Tommy Sandy.
Yeah,
no, it's not him.
But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we did Birmingham as well as Wembley. You guys came to the Wembley one, obviously, because it's nearer. What do you reckon? What do you make of it?
Well, all I'm going to say is Kavita Krishnamurti is by far, and you know, I don't want to compare and all of that, but by far a superior singer. To the point where I just loved the perfectionist in her.
Yeah.
She was every little moment, and she was going to the sound engineer, telling this, turn it up, turn it down, you got to do it.
Yeah, good.
But when she delivered the song effortlessly,
Yeah.
but I just loved, and you know, the level that she was singing on, because you could tell that she was, I'm not saying the others weren't, but she really is the master of her craft. Do you know what I mean? Like a proper sensei.
Do you know, I always say that about what anything anyone does, it needs to look effortless.
Yeah, and she was.
She was
because
I was watching. I was just like,
she would just bang out the tune.
Yeah, it was
and
so
it was
good,
such.
so
and
good.
even when she did when she does all the rags and all of that, and the control of her voice, you know. And I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Another Bodwell, I love the songs that she sings as well. But Kavita Krishnamurti just took it to another level.
So the songs, I'm going through her songs that. All the songs she's done over the years. Bole Churiyan, Neend Churaye Meri, Sajan Ji Ghar Aaya, Koi Mil Gaya, Tu Cheez Badi Hai, Maar Dala, Bin Tere Sanam, Tu Hi Re, the pretty one from Bombay.
Beautiful.
Dola Re Dola, Hawa Hawaii.
When she did that was so good.
Brilliant.
Old school.
Brilliant.
Aankhon ke Gustakiyan, Achhi Lagti Ho.
Yeah.
You know, but this is hilarious. I had an intro written out, and I did like we're gonna make and my intro was like, you know, I was so excited about seeing this artist on stage that last night usne meri neend churaye meri. You know, I'm doing all that, right? You know, and I do that, and then I said her manager was there, and the manager goes, anything you want to add? He goes, oh, maybe you can add this, and he wrote on a bit of paper.
Yeah.
28,000 songs, and she's got the what's that? Oh man, I should know the name of the award.
Padma
Shri award, right?
Yeah.
And she looked at it. She went, "No, don't say the 28,000. I think it's only 25,000."
Oh, only.
And I went, and I laughed. She was serious. She goes, "You know, people always overinflate their numbers." Like
talking of that, straight away, boys. Who does that remind you of that we spoke to? And the first thing he did on the interview was quote how many songs he'd sang. You've forgotten, guys.
Who?
No.
Maybe before Sach's time. I don't know if he was on the show.
What, a singer?
Bollywood singer.
Came to the radio show.
And he just kept repeating how many songs he's done.
No, I don't remember at all.
In Measure Shamiya.
Did he?
Don't you remember? He just kept banging on about he's done like 4 million songs.
Good for you, mate. Good for you, mate.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't remember him, Mr. Shamma, coming on the show.
No, he was a phone one. He was a phoner. He was a phoner.
I don't remember meeting him.
That's even worse then.
But it was a great show.
Isn't it? Quit whining.
It was a great show, and you know, I just, you know what? It's just one of those opportunities that it's very rare to have those people sing for you live, and it was nice to be.
No, they weren't singing just for you, Cage. But yeah,
no.
I'll be honest. So one of the things I said in the group, because I didn't want to spoil it for you, because obviously I went to the Saturday concert in Birmingham, and I said I think parts of this concert. And I wrote in the group, in our WhatsApp group, is a bit kedge. And I went, that's all I'm saying. And I can now say...
I didn't know what you meant by that.
Okay, Sach, what did I mean by that?
Yeah, no, I know what you meant by that. Anuradha Bodwal sung a bhajan.
Right.
Rated. Even I was like, what is going on? Where am I?
Didn't your mum love it?
No, I didn't even ask her.
My mum recorded it, sent it to all the groups in India saying, look at this, Anuradha singing a Gujarati bhajan.
And then there was like another song about India or something.
I love my India.
But that's because it was.
But that's a big song.
But it was also Republic Day.
Oh yeah,
on
true.
the 26th. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you're right. That's why. Sorry. My dad told me it was Republic Day.
Yeah.
And he went, and I went, all right, so what's that?
Yeah.
What is that? And he went, well, India got its independence on August 15th. And I went, yeah. I went, so what's Republic Day?
Did you not know?
Right. And he went, you know what, Tommy? I don't actually know.
I can tell you.
Go on, please.
It was when the Constitution was written out, finally. There we go. Okay.
So they wrote it in January, but it took another 8 months.
Yeah.
To get it get it put
over the line.
Yeah. Right, okay, there was some issues.
Why
with
have you lot got 3 drinks, by the way?
No, I've got my tea.
We just got some masala chai.
Tea,
You know what?
he's
I'm
got
a little bit. I've got the
lemon
sniff. I've got the
thing.
sniff.
Oh,
It's
good.
banging in it. I told you, Tommy. Don't ever pass on it.
good.
When I told you, the
Kedge,
masala chai.
you better not have the bloody HMV or whatever.
No,
At the moment,
got
your
cold.
nose looks like you
Yeah,
look
it
like
does.
Rudolph.
It's gone a little bit red, but it's because I've been giving it a
Let's
wipe.
be honest, your nostrils ain't small.
No, so
That is Rudolph. Red
It is,
nose. Honestly,
it is,
that
it's-
bug,
it's-
your
it's-
And you
nose
know
is
what?
red.
it is.
That's quite a me thing to get.
What?
I get the red nose. I get the
No,
illness.
you know what? Today,
Right,
though,
Christmas all year
I've
round.
been blowing my nose non-stop. It's
Yeah.
been leaking like a tap, mate. It's been
Oh,
horrific.
Man, sit over there. Go away.
Done.
Well, no, I'm keeping my allergies to myself. But
Please.
we went from like legends that it was funny because it was the Sunday was a big day in musical history because we had the Bollywood legends.
But
right?
by the way, on that note, quickly, can we just big up our winners as well? Because we
Yes.
met them.
Oh,
We met
yeah,
them
yeah,
before
yeah.
we move on.
Did I meet the Birmingham? I didn't meet the
No,
Birmingham
her name was Poonam, though.
Poonam won the ticket
She
for
was,
Birmingham?
she was for Birmingham, and the winner for Wembley was Vaishali, if I can remember.
Yeah, we met them.
Something like that.
Yeah, and
We
her
met
and her
them, yeah.
sister.
Yeah,
They came,
was Sach.
and I
She
did
said
say,
you never won anything in her life before.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I, you know what? That meant something to me because she went, you know what? Her words were, I never win anything. And I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
I've never won a competition.
No.
Look, all done officially. Picked a winner for a little.
On a little
It was-
random.
yeah, it was a randomizer.
Yeah,
It was all
Yeah,
done.
he used an app.
We're only legit here.
So generally, thank you for everyone who did enter. I know it's very hard for anybody else to be happy for somebody else when they won. No, because you're going, screw the Charlie. Fuck her. Whatever. I hope she got stuck in traffic on the way home.
No. You got to be in it to win it. Come
Yeah,
on.
you got to be in it to win.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
People are saying, "Oh, can I have the tickets?" I'm like, "Well, then enter the competition, innit?" People
No,
just
exactly,
messaging
exactly.
saying,
That's
and then they were like, "I
Believe it or
ain't,
not,
I ain't entering.
That's how competition
I ain't
works.
entering no competition.
But-
Like as if I'm going to give them tickets."
Yeah, and I like the fact that it's someone that has never won any,
Yeah.
and feels like, well, guess what? You're now a changed person.
She was grateful.
You are the person.
Yeah,
that
I
won
think
the
even
ticket.
Poonam said the same when I messaged her on Instagram. She was
Right.
just like, "Oh wow!" Like it was, do you know, like really unexpected.
And that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lovely feeling. So, like
Yeah.
like I was saying, it was a big day. Sunday was for concerts because obviously we had like legends, 4 legends from, or 3 legends anyway, from India coming over to the UK to sort of perform for the British Asian public, but
Yeah.
also across the other side of the world there was big concert, and we kind of mentioned it briefly last week. Coldplay were in Mumbai, but
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend they moved on to Gujarat,
Yeah.
and they actually
was those other ones? I thought that was all in Gujarat.
No, there
No.
were 3 in Mumbai.
3 in Mumbai,
Oh,
and then they
okay.
moved to Gujarat. And on Sunday, they were in that big Narendra Modi cricket
The new
stadium.
massive, Japanese massive
the
stadium.
massive one, 145,000
Yeah,
it
the
was.
hench-
Well, hold on a minute. How many does it seat when there's a cricket match on? Because obviously, because people aren't on the field.
I think it's about 110. I think.
Oh, okay. I thought.
No, it is. It's 100. It's 130 because it's
Oh,
bigger.
seating.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
because
yeah,
it's
maybe.
bigger than any of the Australian grounds as well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So it is that.
So
But-
then obviously there's more because they can put people on the
Standing,
pitch.
yeah, on the pitch.
Yeah. So basically, it was the figures are over 134,000 people.
That's right.
Basically attended this music concert, which is the most attended concert in Asia in the 21st century.
And there was 2 dates, wasn't there?
2 days. It was
Hold on,
the
hold on.
third.
Why did they say the 21st century like that? Like, was there some random concert?
Well, there might be.
Like 100 years ago, with like
Might
some
be.
gathering.
It's the biggest
Some rock
Cold-
The Kumbh
stuff.
Mela.
The
Yeah,
Kumbh Mela, maybe.
something
Yeah,
like that,
it's the
yeah.
biggest Coldplay show ever, and it's the 3rd highest grossing show in Asia.
Wow.
Look at that.
You
And
know what?
the
It-
videos from this were
it-
unbelievable.
It looked Super Bowl-esque.
Yeah, it looked
It
mad.
looked like the Super Bowl. And if anything, if Super Bowl people are listening, that's where you need to take it because that just looked beyond epic. Your eyes,
What? You
can't.
what? Hang on a minute. You want to take the Super Bowl to Ahmedabad? Is that what you
Man,
said?
why not? Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine?
Super Dunga.
Super Dunga.
Yeah.
You need super bows before you even
Super
get there.
Bowl.
I think this
Before you even
so
get there,
good.
brother. You feeling all right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Super Bowl. Who's performing at the Super Bowl?
there'll be a few contenders for that, but there are talks that the Olympics are going to be happening in India as well. You know, and so they'll
I heard
be,
about that.
they'll
I
be
heard
using
about that.
stadiums like this as well. And you know, like I thought it was quite funny how like there was a moment where of realization where obviously because Coldplay, firstly, Chris Martin was very good. Like I don't know, there's videos of how he basically introduces the whole band members and says they've all been born in Gujarat.
Oh, very good.
And then he says, oh, so the drummer here, he mentions all these really specific specific places in India, in Gujarat.
Very good.
Which the crowd went absolutely raucous for. Because, he's talking about that and he knows a bit of the geography. So I love that.
Gujarati as well, yeah.
And he spoke a bit of Gujarati. He did a massive big up to Jasprit Bumrah in Mumbai.
Yep.
Nice. And then he even apologised for...
No, that was in Ahmedabad.
Oh, was that in Ahmedabad as well? And then he apologised for the British sort of colonising India, and he apologised for that as well.
Really?
I mean, he took it. He took it there. He took it there.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Royale performed as well alongside them, which is a big look. Can I just say, only our people cussing her.
Why?
Not strong enough, not good enough.
No.
Something like Coldplay.
Jocelyn Royale. Okay. I'm not jumping on the Jocelyn
people
Royale
cussing her
bandwagon
vocals. People cussing her
we
vocals.
interviewed her years and years ago, and I remember always thinking, don't take it the wrong way, and I really don't mean it in that kind of way. I thought she was cute.
Yeah.
Because she's a lot younger than me, but also like in a cute...
Her voice is...
it's a cute voice. It's a cute look with the fringe.
Yeah.
And it's funny because now I see her in her social media and she's kind of grown older and she's a bit more sassy. She's got a bit more of a performance to her. But I thought there's something about her that's just so likable and adorable. A bit like what we liked about Pratik Kohad. That kind of sound, that kind of collegey sound.
Yeah, soft.
It was a cute, lovable, heartbroken-y kind of... And her on a guitar. The fact that she's there, I feel proud.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
But there was this funny sort of video that I saw where these two guys actually work out how much each ticket costs, which I think we know roughly how much they cost or something. But basically, they added it all up and they just said that on Republic Day, we got shafted again. India did, because basically Coldplay took out of the country 600 million rupees because of the cost of tickets.
It was something like...
And I thought that was quite funny.
12,500 rupees on average, about 120 quid each.
A ticket?
A ticket.
Times 134,000?
Yeah. Over 2 days.
Hold a minute. Let me do
so
something.
that's one day.
They worked out as they worked out as like something like 600 million rupees.
134,000
times
tickets
120
times 120 pound,
average,
16 million quid,
and they did that twice.
32 million pounds.
Right.
And how much did they say? What do you say this?
They said something like 600 million.
So you think that is 600 million lakh?
It's got to be crore, yeah.
Not 600 million crore.
No, 600 crore.
600 crores, yeah.
Yeah. Which is only 6 million quid. And the mine numbers make it 16 million quid, which means some Gujarati accountant in Ahmedabad is going, Mr. Coldplay, here is your 6 million. And he's going, oh, wow, that's amazing.
Pay more tax,
we've broken new records in Ahmedabad.
They've done it.
Brilliant.
Oh, so
and he's going, see you later.
There we go.
They've done about 10 million.
Can I just say, though, I think out of everything, the show and everything looked awesome.
Yes.
You see all the videos, they look
the
awesome.
lighting.
Jocelyn Royale, awesome.
Yeah.
Chris Martin smashed it. Whoever cued him to say all the things that, he was meant to say along the way.
It's brilliant. It's
the show
so
was
good.
put together. But
there's a but.
Gujaratis, Coldplay performing.
Yeah.
They're doing Garba to it.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's videos of it, and I was just like, do you know what, man? Like, you can't take the desi out of the desi.
Actually, you know what?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. So, like...
I've never seen anyone do Garba to Coldplay.
Yeah, but it's, that's what happens.
No, okay, but that's like saying, I hope this is all right to say. If you get black people at a wedding, at an Indian wedding, they're going to be like looking all like, they're flexing and like, doing their little two-step.
That's how they move.
So then what you're trying to say is that that's just the way our people dance.
Well, that's the way people dance with their own cultural references.
Yeah, like they don't know how to do the two-step, do they, Sach, in Gujarat?
So hang on a minute. If you took a Gujarati to Garage Nation, he'd be doing Garba fast.
Yeah. Bro, you can do Garba to most garage songs. If anyone went to Disco Dandiya nights at Brentown Hall, we were doing Garba.
Okay, Afro beats. What you telling me you can do Garba to Afro beats?
Absolutely, you can. You can do a little Tantali move to that. Simples, come on.
But it's just honestly, I can't. To be fair, like, when you think of it, like people do Bhangra to English music. Yeah. And I do think that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like what Tommy says, it's just how your body moves and what it's conditioned to.
No, but then that just means that's how you dance. We're from Gujarat. We're programmed to do.
We are proud to do
is
our
do
dance.
Garba.
Yeah. Well, I will say
you
that.
lot are just programmed to do Bhangra.
It is though. Look, if you get Punjabis excited and there's music, they're literally straight away one foot comes into the middle of a circle. Everyone touches their ankles together and they just go around in a circle. It's natural. It happens.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't hold that back.
I would say
I've never thought of it like that.
Gujaratis and Punjabis in that respect are very proud of their styles.
Exactly. I agree.
And I joke about it in the stand-up, and people have heard me have said, I joke about the way Gujaratis do Bhangra, and I've been to Garba nights and all that, and But you can tell there's just a sense of pride. So they are going to flex it. They're going to flex their kind of own cultural dance muscles wherever they go.
Talking of Punjabis as well, we have to talk about the Punjabis flexing. There's been the talk of a Punjabi who's been flexing it all the way from China.
Oh, you know the AI one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Seek, the deep. The deep Seek.
Yeah.
This was hilarious actually because it's been all over the news.
Hang on. Deep Seek.
Deep Seek.
Double EK.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's not really a Sikh guy, but all over the news today.
The Punjabi from China.
Today's Tuesday, right? Yes.
Yeah.
All over the news today, it's been like, and this AI from China has been sending America's markets plummeting.
Yeah.
It's called the Deep Seek, and it just sounds like an undercover Sikh guy in my head. That's why I heard Deep Seek.
Yeah.
But this is a Deep Seek double EK.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't even know what I don't know
what it is.
I'll be honest,
All I know is
I didn't
something about
understand
Nvidia losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just to keep it sort of simple, and I don't want to obviously drown you with
Patronising
all.
shit,
No, because last time I tried to
Just for
explain
you, regular folk.
For you, dumb pricks.
By the way,
last time I tried to explain AI stuff on the podcast, people fell asleep.
Yeah, because you were chatting shit.
and I heard on the radio very quickly. There's a little side interjection last week. Something happened with. Oh yeah, obviously just before Donald Trump's inauguration, he released that coin.
Yeah.
Right. And then the guy actually James O'Brien, I didn't say on LBC. Because can someone just explain to me what the coin is? Really, really give it to me in layman's terms.
Yeah, you should have asked me.
And by the way, I'm big on this. I'm big on because I hate when people talk jargon. I've always said I think jargon keeps people out of industries and jobs.
Exactly.
And
He's the jargon king over there.
And I think it's a real
jargling all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's a real toxic man thing to do. Like, you wouldn't understand, or men that trying to patronise you. And men do it to other men as well. By the way, men do it to me. Yeah,
mansplaining.
And I really go.
Fine, I won't explain it then.
It's just this, and there's nothing to it.
And they just say it like.
If you'd let me.
Well, hold on. And then basically these guys came on and went, right, James, on the radio, let me try and make it. He goes, right. So imagine you've got a coin and then you got a blockchain. And then James goes, you've lost me with blockchain.
Yeah,
goes,
don't know what that
and
is.
you hear him go, you know what blockchain is?
That's Kedge.
I'm like, you're an ass then. You're an ass.
No.
Because if we don't know what anything is. One, explain it properly. That winds me up. But go on.
I'll knock your blockchain off.
To keep it simple, everybody knows.
Oh, mere blockchain. I've got more to say about that.
That someone needs to do that song. So you know how everyone knows about ChatGPT? Right, this is basically coming.
Sort of.
No. You all know about ChatGPT.
Yeah, but I don't really. I don't. I do and I don't.
The AI model where you can type in things and
can
it's
ask
like Google
whatever,
and you can ask questions and it basically it's refined. It can refine your CV for you. It can do loads of things, right? It can code all of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Basically, the Chinese have come up with DeepSeek, which is basically
No, say it properly.
DeepSeek.
Yes.
And
like a fresh.
I know DeepSeek. And it's basically bigger, faster, quicker than ChatGPT. It's basically for the first time ever, AI has now lost its job because of AI. Just think of it like that.
Okay, so it's a better AI then.
It's a better AI. That's the simple layman version of it. They've shrunk it. So let's just say if ChatGPT costs £1.8 trillion to power it. These guys have done it in like £6 million.
Wow.
Right. So they've basically refined it, they streamlined it, and also rather than having and this is maybe this is getting a little bit too much, but rather than having all these parameters searching one thing, right, which is what ChatGPT does, what as DeepSeek does is whatever your question is, it will only use the experts in that field to give you the answer. Therefore, it's using less power. And it's quicker.
Okay.
Quicker, but ChatGPT is pretty bloody instant.
No, this is even quicker.
How can it be even quicker than instant?
This is talking to you in real time as well. So some of the things that it can do is basically it's actually thinking in real time now, which again is a bit of a game changer for how these models are working.
You know what? If everyone remembers being in like a history class and the teacher's talking away and you look around at your mate and your mate's just looking out the window, that's what I just did at Sach. I look around at Sach, he's looking the other way to Kedge.
I'm not interested.
Like, guess what? You lost me.
No, gone. I'm out the room.
But you know,
and this is Kedge putting it in exciting layman's terms.
But you can use it on all hardwares, and that's the thing. It's accessible on on all devices and all of this kind of stuff, on all types of hardware. So it's just like all of a sudden it's like, wow, the game is just, and I know you love this, this is a massive disruption moment.
Oh, good.
So how is this mashing up all the stocks?
Yeah, and
I don't know about that.
Okay, and what's this got to do with Nvidia?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know.
So
That's an AI company.
That's another AI company.
Yeah,
So
but
it's-
what I heard about Nvidia, and only because it came up on something like, companies or apps that are worth the most money, and Nvidia came up. I mean, this is about a year or two ago, and I went, really? Because I've heard the name, but
I can tell you the Nvidia thing, and this is the proper jargon, right?
Everyone's like, you
So-
need to invest in this.
Right,
No,
so the
I
reason why it's scary for NVIDIA is because
No, I
their
don't.
entire business model is built on selling super expensive GPUs with 90% margins. If everyone can suddenly do AI with regular gaming GPUs, well,
Lost me.
you see the problem.
okay, and that's why they've lost that big.
Yeah, and this
load
is
of
why it's a
money.
problem
Do
for
you know?
NVIDIA.
Do you know? By the way, while I was out in the room there for the last 2 minutes, and I didn't know what Kedge was on about. Do you know what I was thinking about, Tommy? We should make this chat shit GPT.
Yeah, it just
Come on,
gives.
that's-
Go on, chat shit
shit
GPT.
GPT.
Where what? Where you
You ask it a question, it just give you something random.
So let's
like
say-
we could give the
So, okay,
answers.
so what would you?
Would I be running this platform?
Okay, what would you? Okay, so what are the kind of things you put into chat GPT? What would you say?
Yeah, what would you ask chat
You-
GPT?
I
No,
don't
you,
really use
you
it.
don't really. So you don't really use it to. You don't
can
use
ask
it like
it something,
Google, but like
couldn't
like say if you wanted to write a letter, right? I don't know.
Yeah, we could do
a
that.
letter to
ChatGPT.
your boss about.
No, you're going to quit your job, right? So
Yeah.
give me a profession.
So you
ChatGPT would write.
So you write. So you just got to know the parameters, and you can kind of say, right, can you please write a humorous resignation letter
Right.
to whoever my boss is, Tommy Sandu,
Yeah.
to say that I'm leaving on the 15th of January. Blah blah blah, and then he'll do it for you. And then
So,
he'll go.
so that's okay. So then that would do the kind of the proper one would be like, I'm want to broaden my horizons. I really appreciate the opportunities
Yeah.
you've given me.
Yeah.
And it's been a
You
great
ain't gonna say
learning.
that. You ain't gonna say none
no,
of
that's
that.
what Chat GPT.
Yeah,
would do.
yeah, okay.
So then Chat Shit GPT would go. I'm leaving because the toilet roll in the men's toilet is reacting with my anus,
Like tracer
and
paper.
and it's flared up,
Exactly.
and I have to leave just for the sake of my arsehole.
Exactly. So that
might-
can happen.
Huh?
That
Yeah,
can happen.
I'm gone.
I'm gone later. So okay, good. I like it. Chat Shit GPT. Set it up. We'll
Yeah.
bring the whole house down.
Well, no one will be using it. That's the thing.
Well,
I think they would. I think they would.
As an
They'll be
alternative.
takers.
And by the way, I'm not saying this. Just about a week ago, I heard a bit of a backlash, the first time ever, to ChatGPT, where so many people are on it that everyone's kind of going, everyone can spot it now a mile off. Everyone can hear when ChatGPT is
Oh,
being
is it?
used. Yeah.
Oh, is
and,
it?
and I'll be on. Okay, can I say this?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's
I
all
don't,
right.
I don't think
So-
it's that obvious to use.
I-
As in to spot still.
So no, I tell you how it's obvious. This is so bad. This might well get me sacked from one of my jobs. Let me see what happens. The Colours TV show that I do, right? Desi Beat.
Here
So
we go.
the
careful.
the production team are Indian, right?
Yeah.
And so when they write a script,
Yeah.
the words don't make sense, right?
Oh,
some
I
of them,
see.
some of them. No, okay, a lot of them, right? So I'll go, guys, this don't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
and they go, oh, don't worry, you can do it in your own way.
Yeah.
And I went, I'm not doing it my own way. I'm going to just put it into English.
English, yeah.
Right? Right? And then all of a sudden, the scripts were amazing. And I went, and I looked up and I went, who wrote this?
Yeah.
Right? And they're all grinning.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, it's ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, no. So basically, but then after a while, it becomes a bit too flowery and obvious, like, oh, the decadent taste of this wonderful
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
I'm like, no
Yeah.
one actually talks like this either.
No.
There's no human side to this.
Yeah.
And so I still think I still think there's room for improvement. And I had people saying, yeah, it's easy to spot a mile off, but now that old DeepSeek's come along,
DeepSeek is moving quicker. Moving
the
faster.
Seek, exactly, it's come with its bug on.
It's moving
coming
faster.
to mess things up. There you go. Good.
We have to also just quickly mention, because obviously we did again last week, about the planetary lineup that was supposed to happen on the 25th.
Yeah.
And
I saw it.
Sach, you it's one of the first things that you sort of started moaning about when we met.
Yeah, no,
today.
I mean, the day was meant to be the 25th, I believe,
Yes.
of Jan, which was
Yeah.
Friday, just gone.
Yeah.
Come out my house on Friday because I weren't working. I was out for dinner that night with some mates.
yeah.
Looked out the window. No, come out the porch. Looked up. Couldn't see nothing.
Oh, really?
No planets to
Nothing at
Mars.
all.
And
Oh.
usually when I'm looking around that night on a normal day, I'm just looking up at the sky. I see everything under the sun.
Yeah.
My wife said she saw it on Saturday night.
Oh, so people have seen it, Sach.
But she said it was like 3 or 4
Yeah,
twinkles.
you can only see 4 max.
Bruv, that happens every night.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
but no. You can see certain things, but what you have to understand from, like, if you had
Put
a
it simple
drone-
for us dumb people, Gash.
Well, no. But if it was a drone above the galaxy, then you'd see all these planets lined up. That's the wow about it. It's that they were all lined up. And that only happens every 140
No,
years.
but they're only lined up from whatever way you look at it, right?
Yeah, if you move to a different spot, surely you can line them
it's not
up.
going to be lined up.
Yeah.
No, but if they're all lined up, you wouldn't be able to see them. But what I'm trying to say is, like they were lined up in their journeys around the sun.
Yeah.
You have to understand that.
Yeah, it's like it all crosses
Like the
over.
chance of that happening is like happens once every 138 years.
Didn't impress me.
It was.
Didn't impress me.
So we're never going to see it
To be fair,
again.
no, it's still on until middle of Feb. You can still see it.
Right. Well, there you go. Have a little look, Sach.
Yeah, no, I mean, I look up in the sky all the time. Usually when I'm sort of on my way back, coming in quite late from a gig, I always look up in the sky for some reason before I walk into my house. And I always see some mad shit. But didn't see nothing on Friday.
There we go.
Well, mate,
And to be fair, even if I did see something, I'd be like, well, that ain't
You
impressive.
probably didn't know
Do
what you
know
were
I mean?
looking for, Sach, as well.
No,
That's the other thing.
I do, but it's just it. I mean, what's a light in the sky gonna do? Like,
Well, apparently it's just being part
unless
of that
I
moment.
see
It's being
like
part of the
Jupiter
moment.
this close in my face, then do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
fine.
impressed.
Okay, well, then you need to...
Otherwise, it's one of these. It's a twinkly light on the ceiling.
Oh, Sach, you need a telescope, mate.
that's what it is. I think you might need a telescope to kind of catch.
Sach needs a telescope
to see
and
the
a
rings.
lot of people need to get... And you know what I've noticed is a lot of people on the train need to invest in headphones.
What do you mean?
Because the big story this week is about how playing loud tunes in public is just rude. Now,
But, bruv, hello, rewind the podcast a few weeks.
Yeah.
So just remember I told you I confronted that guy.
Well, but there's,
yeah,
now
you
they've
did,
done...
yeah,
Well,
the
maybe
train.
you were the start of this. This is why this survey has happened. But
and I've noticed it's happened more and more recently.
Yes, and 8 in 10 people have said they hate it when others blare out videos and tunes on transport in public spaces, but actually they're too scared to tell them.
That's you, Cage.
Well, yeah, but I think most people are. I think most people
Yeah.
are. 4 in 10 believe that the habit is on the rise. That's us. That's 3 of us and someone else. Right, literally, that we think that everyone's doing this. But 6 in 10 say they would not ask the culprits to wear headphones out of fear of being ignored, shouted at, or intimidated.
No,
But what if you like the tune?
Mm.
And you know what?
You don't. And the other day, I was
What do you
sitting on
mean
a
you
train
don't?
and I heard someone blaring from.
Okay.
So I looked. And it's funny, isn't it? How we're designed. I looked up and I just went, right, where's the desi?
Yeah, you thought it was an Asian person. Yeah,
It wasn't a Desi.
What was the song though?
No, it wasn't a song. It was he was listening to. He was listening. I think probably to his wife moaning on WhatsApp. And
Like a voice note?
Yeah, but I think it was Polish or Romanian. And I'm like, bruv, does this
Okay.
have to be done loudly?
Then I think I'm going to say this. Chances are, and I'm going to say because it's a stereotype, it's not racist, right?
Yeah.
Chances are that kind of behaviour is non-British. British people, and we are British because we're born here. We don't do stuff like
but
that.
why?
No, you're wrong. People do.
What
British people do.
People born and raised here.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
And I think, look, you've just said
I think
that's no, but that's on the train. Wait, is this survey
Adults
just
as
out
well.
in public or on the specifically on the
Public
train?
transport. Public transport.
Public transport. So this is what happened to me the other day. I think it was maybe about 3 days ago when I went out for a walk because the weather was quite nice. Walking down the road, had my headphones in. I can't remember what I was listening to. I think it was like Joe Rogan, for example. But I could hear music coming towards me. All I could see was a guy on a bike. The bike had like one of those attachment things at the back where he had his kid in it. So it was like a little trike
With a
attached to
basket.
the bike.
Yeah.
He was playing garage music coming towards me.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's playing?
What?
Artful Dodger and Dream Team.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't enough. You know that? Doing it again and again.
Yeah.
And I was just, I took my headphones out. I was like, yeah, man,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on?
yeah.
Who's playing this?
Yeah.
Expecting it to come out of a car.
No, but that's fine.
Bruv, he had like this boombox thing. It's like in the kids.
But that's okay. But that's like.
And I was like, do you know what? I stopped and I said to the man, number one, that's a banger.
Banger.
Number two, keep going because, people in our area want to hear this.
Yeah. And also,
But that's different.
It's like when you get rickshaw guys going along and they got like sound systems and all that as well. That is different. But this is more you get on a train and I'm going to recreate.
Kedge, what if he's just playing like Bashment? That you like, Sean Paul?
I don't mind that, but
no, so now you don't mind that. Then you that's you.
Yeah,
That's
but I think
problem,
I think a conversation with like some woman, like maybe his wife or whoever it was.
No,
and
but
it was
that's
the
done.
longest-
Some people might like that. It's their taste, to their taste.
No, it wasn't a song, bro.
No,
it
I
was
know,
his
but still.
wife probably moaning at him. Like what I'm trying to say, it was like people are just playing like shows, Netflix shows in different languages, full blast, and they're watching it. And I'm like, I tried to do a Tommy because I know Tommy tried to. Obviously, Tommy said it to someone.
Hang on a minute.
I looked at her and I just went, and everyone started looking at her.
Yeah.
Everyone looked at her, and I wanted to see the reaction.
No, but
and she was an Asian mussy.
All right.
Hang on a minute. Tommy was on the train a few weeks ago singing with the whole carriage.
Yeah,
Does that
But
contribute
everyone
to
was
that?
involved. I thought
That's different.
I thought that.
How's that different?
If you're spreading
no,
joy-
wait a minute. But that's again subjective. Some people might find it joyful. Some people might be sitting there saying, "Shut the f up."
No, but okay. I think two things. I think that is 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Right. I was on the train.
Everyone's a little bit tips.
It was the week of Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Right.
I
It was
get
a
all-
Friday,
I get,
Saturday
I
night.
get all of that. I get all
and,
of that.
And everyone on the carriage was yeah. And some people probably were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
shut
exactly.
up, man."
Yeah.
You know.
I don't like that song.
No,
Shut
right.
up. Yeah.
But-
what was the song, by the way?
We
Yeah,
were singing all the whole song. We did a whole load of them.
I'm every woman.
I
every
love
woman.
Luxury.
No, yeah, I did my.
It was
we
Whitney
did
Houston
Christmas
or
songs.
something.
We did Christmas songs. We did Bon Jovi. We did,
Yeah.
just a whole load of kind of like, sing along karaoke anthems. But anyway, but when I got on the train and the person had their phone just blaring out, playing
Yeah.
stuff, I remember I came on the train, sat down, heard it, looked up, like, where's that?
Yeah.
Like, look, 2 seats up. There's a guy holding his phone, playing his tunes. And then I look up, I remember, I'll never forget the face of the people opposite me
Yeah.
who were older than me,
Yeah.
who sort of look at me like, I know. Like,
I
what
know.
are you going to do?
Yeah.
So, and I'm so glad I did, because I was just in that mood where I was just
NFG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I dressed it straight away rather than leaving it for a stop. Once you leave it, then you
Yeah.
can't do it in a bit. I went, I'm sorry. I said, that's your phone. And he went, yeah. I went, it's not for all of us. It's just for you.
I remember you saying.
I said, so if you want that, I said, you should get headphones.
Yeah.
And he went, oh. But he went, oh, sorry. It was like oblivious.
Yeah, oblivious.
Yeah.
Completely oblivious. And by the way, very quick side note. Today in the David Lloyd gym here
we go.
Here we go.
Tales from David Lloyd Gym.
Two things.
Episode
Well,
3.
Two conversations, right? Firstly,
Balls on leather.
I had a conversation with a guy in the cold. There's a cold room as well, like an ice room.
Okay.
Oh, I love that cold room.
There's like bits of ice
Yeah,
drop
wicked,
out.
wicked,
Yeah, right.
wicked.
And you
Yeah.
rub the ice.
How
on your
long?
knees.
How long do you stand there?
No, well, I get. So I come out of sauna steam and I rub it over my knees and my hips and all the sore bits.
Is it a hot room with ice falling down,
No,
or is it a cold room?
It's a cool room
with ice in it.
Yeah,
as well.
with ice in it.
We've got a sauna with ice falling down.
See,
as well.
that's
the
a
one.
nice combo. That's a nice
Tommy,
combo.
you need to come.
Right, that's like an ice cream waffle sandwich.
Yeah, it's
like
lovely.
hot and cold
Yeah,
together.
hot and cold, yeah.
But anyway, I'm in there. Started with this guy, lovely guy, Paul, and I said, "Oh, what do you do?" He goes, "To be a property." I go, "Where?" He went, "Well, actually, in India." And I thought, okay, I'll let that one go. I thought,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And basically, he's doing a development in Goa. He's doing an Airbnb there.
Right.
And then we started getting onto NFGs of Indians.
Right.
And I said, we have a thing on my podcast where, a lot of Indians are NFG, they just don't care.
Yeah.
They just do it. And he was actually saying, he goes, if you think this is his words, he is Jewish. Yeah. And he went, if you think Indians are NFG, he goes, Jews are NFG. I said, the Jewish people love India.
Yeah.
All the Jewish people I've ever met will
Yeah.
go, oh my God, India's so magical, India's so special.
Yeah. Big Jewish population there.
Particularly Israelis. Israelis love it for the hippie element. They love Goa. There's a real thing. And he goes, maybe that's why they get on. They're just a bunch of NFGs. And he then adopted the phrase NFGs.
Lovely. So he's spreading
but
it.
he does lots of property stuff in India. But when all of a sudden someone's telling you about places, and he goes, oh, have you been to Himachal Pradesh? Have you been to this? Have you been to that?
Yeah.
I'm like, nope.
No.
No, not even there. He goes,
Been
oh, you've
Punjab,
there?
mate. Been
yeah,
Punjab.
exactly. And he goes, then he went, oh, I've been Chandigarh. And I went, oh, I don't think I've ever been Chandigarh.
I've been there.
I've done all the other ones.
Chandigarh ke aaj gaye?
Yeah,
Chandigarh is really nice, man.
But the thing I overheard in the changing room,
Yeah.
which these are the silly little things that do my head in.
In the changing room.
Because it's my job. You understand? Please understand. I'm obviously not normal, whatever that means. Is when you hear words, when you hear songs, or even deep seek and all that, your mind just takes things elsewhere
Straight away.
right? Straight away within split seconds
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what I do on stage. That's what people go, "Oh my God, how do you think of that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's
how we think.
That's all I think of."
Yeah.
So I'm in there, and the guy goes, "Oh, so what are you up to nowadays?" Oh, no, they were talking. Two people behind me were talking, right?
Yeah.
And as it was actually an old Gora guy, just to picture it, and a young Asian guy with a beard.
Right.
And the old Gora guy is going to the Asian guy. So and so. They're talking about people that have kind of fallen off the rails, drinking, smoking, gambling, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Quite a deep convo then.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so I'm half listening in this morning. This is first thing in the morning, about 8:40 in the morning. I just dropped the kids off at school, and then I'm half listening in. And then the guy goes, he goes, nah, he goes, I didn't get involved in any of that. He goes, I just keep myself to myself, just do my work.
Right.
He goes, oh, good on you. He goes, what do you do for work?
Yeah.
He goes, I am in currency exchange.
Okay.
Right.
The guy then goes, is there any money in that?
Hey.
And nobody picked up on, and my head just goes, is there any money in currency? Like,
what a great joke.
And I look around and he goes, it gets me, and they're just carrying on the conversation. I'm like,
Love it.
Are you serious?
How have you missed that?
How have you missed that? Like,
But that's the beauty of life, where they're not seeing that, but you can see that. And that's always try and look at it from a different angle.
But honestly, I couldn't have lifted my eyebrows up anymore. Like, is there any money?
That's an obvious one.
And honestly, if he'd done it as a joke, I would have gone, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's
if
incredible.
he'd just done it that quickly, go, oh, we can carry it. Yeah. And like, I remember when sorry, I'm going to just say, because it's my little joke and I didn't get to do it in public.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get to do it again. When I got into the Shard lift,
Yeah.
and the guy was in there pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
I went, what's it like working here? He goes, that's okay. I went, I bet it has its ups and downs.
Ups and downs.
Right?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
And
Give it.
everyone in the lift laughed. He obviously didn't because he thought I was taking a piss.
Yeah.
But I went, no. Then I was extra nice to him. But then I remember him saying, by the way, he goes, they got apartments in the Shard.
Yeah.
And he went, they're like 5 million an apartment. He goes, it's not worth it. And I thought, I was so disappointed. I was like, don't say that. There's tourists in here.
No.
We're coming up the shop.
You've got to big it up.
You got to big it up. Oh, they're the most amazing apartments ever. They're £5 million each.
Highest toilet in London.
But he then went, oh, who would pay that? Why would you pay £5 million for an apartment?
No, he's a bit grumpy.
Yeah,
isn't he?
exactly. Obviously, life had more downs. He was a down
Oh,
guy.
bichara.
But anyway, that's what I'm overhearing in the changing rooms.
Right, things we learned. Let's crack on.
Are we there
already?
We are there.
I'll tell you what, can I
wow,
make the thing
okay.
I learned relating to this restaurant?
Go on.
Because we were talking to lovely Rishi, who runs this restaurant, owns this restaurant, Bombay Central, where we are in Harrow. Honestly, lovely food. I'm telling you, hopefully you can hear all throughout this podcast, there's been a bit of a buzz to it.
Yeah.
That's the food, bro.
Yeah.
We weren't in this mood when we came here.
No.
We've had the food and it's put us on an up arrow.
Yeah, even Sach hasn't been that moody.
I still use that phrase.
What?
Put us on an up arrow. Where's that from, Kedge?
And put us on an up arrow.
Yep.
Go on.
That's from...
An up arrow. A film.
I've now got completely blank with
Hey,
the
mate,
name.
you keep your arrow down.
No, it's the up arrow is... What was the game before FIFA? What did everybody play?
Pro Evo.
Oh, Pro Evo. Yeah,
And when
up
the player-
arrow. Yeah,
When the
up
player
arrow.
was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
form, he was on an up arrow.
Yeah.
And so that,
The up arrow.
That is so random.
That is so
No,
random.
you got to know that. You got to know that,
That
reference.
is- yeah.
So they're going to go, man. And I still say that phrase. They're going to go, man, I'm on an up arrow today.
Up arrow.
Yeah. Anyway, so Rishi from the restaurant told us a little something as he was just talking about food, because I told him, I said, your food here is really clean, it's really lovely. He goes, it's really important. He goes, even with the beer.
Yeah.
He goes, because whenever you go, so this is the thing I've learned this week.
This is great.
Right? And this is good for beer drinkers,
good,
right?
yeah.
Right? We can still share the love, even though we're not necessarily drinking the beers, right? And he said, if ever you go to a pub, always ask the pub, what's your most popular beer, and order that one. He goes, because beer only really lasts properly in a keg for a week.
Yep.
He goes, so you don't want a beer that's been sitting there for longer than that.
Right.
So find out what the most popular beer is. That's the one that would have been changed the most regularly, and get that one. He also then went on to say, this is part 2 of the things I learned.
Incredible.
So number 1.
This is incredible knowledge.
Next time you go in, so order the most popular beer, number 1, in a pub. Secondly, on the pint glass,
Yeah.
there's a little, like a reference code.
Yeah.
And it will have like normally an M, and then the year the glass was made. M24,
Yeah.
M23, M22, 21. He goes, sometimes you might go into a pub, let's say you order something like a bit of an old school drink, like a Foster's.
Yeah.
And he goes, you'll see M14.
Yeah.
He goes, now you think that glass has been used that many times for 10 years.
Yeah.
He goes, and then at the bottom of these glasses, they've got these tiny little ridges, and I've seen that before.
Yes.
Which effectively stirs up the beer and whips up the bubbles, so you got more of a biting, fizzy
Yeah.
beer. He goes, over the years, that wears down.
Right.
He goes, so really, either go in there with your own glass, or go in there and say,
Because that's not weird.
Yeah, that's not weird at all.
No.
He goes,
Ask him to see the glass
He goes, or ask to see the glass. So can I see the glass? So you're going to serve it in, right? Great, yeah. 23, 24, that's fine. It's still got the little
That is
grooves at the bottom.
incredible.
So there you go. So
That's good, but I
so it's
still
got the
think that's
year of the
weird.
glass and get the most popular beer.
Even asking someone, can I see the glass? A bit weird, isn't
It is a bit weird, but I'm going to try it.
I hope
course
they
you
kick you out. I hope they kick you out, Kedge.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try it because it's one of them ones where if you pull out in front of your crew,
I beg your pardon, you can't.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You're
I don't know
definitely going to get kicked out.
if you pull out with your crew, everyone's going to go, "What is he on about?" And then you tell them that they'll go, "Wow,
More than just
that
bubbles in
is
that glass, mate."
knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
That is intel."
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Go on.
Because just like Tommy,
Yeah.
my factors come from Bombay Central as well.
Oh, okay, go on.
Something that popped up on the screen. And,
Yeah.
and it's like this place has been made for us to do the podcast from.
Go on.
Because it was giving me facts about India, in particular Indian railways.
Yeah. What's your fact?
How many trains operate daily in India?
Oh wow.
How many trains operate daily?
In India. This is combining passenger trains and freight
2,000.
Okay. What? No.
No, more.
Okay. Do you mean trains or journeys?
No, trains.
So
How many trains are operating daily in
So
India.
connected carriages.
Yeah,
That's one
yeah.
train.
For freight and for passengers. So just the train.
In all of India, that must
in
be
all of
loads.
India.
No, it's gonna be
Daily.
more than that.
10,000.
I hate questions like this because you could say 500,000. They go, oh, that could be correct. Or
No,
you could
that's
say,
too- that
no,
is
I know,
something-
right?
yeah.
Or you could say something like really, a bit more. Okay, I'm going to go. Oh man, look at the landmass of it. All those trains, all that freight, all the moving around, all those people. How do you serve 1.5 billion people with freight and train?
Can't be
Do you know what I mean?
10,000,
So I think it's got to be 50,000.
What is it?
22,500 trains
Okay,
a day.
Wow,
Wow,
that is a
million
lot,
miles
though,
away.
isn't it?
22,500 trains a day.
A day. And then,
And that's the trains. Probably not just doing one journey.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Probably doing
And can I give you a quick little part 2? Because I saw the other bit of it as well.
Okay.
Indian Railways is one of the largest employers in the world, providing jobs for over 1.2 million people.
Wow.
22,000 trains, 1.2 million people employed.
Indian Railways.
That is.
That is. Get your
an
head around
industry.
that.
That's an industry.
Well done.
Thanks, Bombay Central.
There you go.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
So my one is obviously not nicked from anybody working here or on the screens. I
See
thought
how
actually,
we had to-
I actually had to
Such
done
a
my
prick.
own bit of research and found this one out. But it's to do with food and restaurants, and that is, when you go to restaurants and they always give you, or maybe not so much nowadays, but where they always give you bread to start off with,
Yep.
Yeah.
right? What is the
Usually
reason?
Italian.
Yeah, usually Italian. You know the reason why
No,
they give you?
Turkish.
Yeah, or Turkey.
You don't
Yeah.
get bread at Italian now.
Now they charge you.
Yeah.
Now they
You
charge
might
you.
get bread sticks.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
even bread, you only get bread at an Turkish when you order like a hummus or like a
Yeah.
baba ganoush.
No, if you don't, because trust me, I'm conjuiced like this. And also, we end up filling up on it. So if you just order your main shawarma, beiti, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They'll bring over the bread and a bit of dane. Yeah.
What did you just say? You end up filling yourself up on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
of
right.
course you do.
This is for people like you.
Okay. And let me go one stage further.
Go on.
My dad, I still remember.
Yeah.
Bernie Inn was
Yeah.
the restaurant.
Okay.
My dad, bless him, right? He used to take us to restaurants like, when other Asian dads just didn't. Everyone just ate at home.
Yeah.
So I used to flipping love it. We used to go to these kind of, what basically was like a harvester.
Right.
And I told him this the other day. Because they do the ice cream in a long, tall
Oh,
glass
yeah.
with the massive jumcha.
Yeah.
Like a
So-
Knickerbocker glory.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it was just ice cream with a chocolate swirl
Oh,
in it.
beautiful.
And you could see the chocolate running all the way down
Yeah.
the side of
Yeah,
the glass.
yeah.
And then the bread rolls would come out.
Yeah.
And I would smash 4 of them.
Right.
And my dad would go, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. You're filling up on bread. And I remember telling myself when I was little, I was going, when I'm older, I'm never going to stop my kids from filling up on bread.
Okay.
What do?
You did it.
I stop them from filling up on bread.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
Do you know what? And do you know what, Tommy? It's funny you say that because it was role reversal this weekend. We all came to a concert. Me, my mum. I brought my mum and
Yeah.
I brought my aunt and uncle. We went out for dinner before. Took them to Marouche.
Nice.
I rang you from there. I was like,
Yeah.
Tommy, do you want a little takeaway?
Yeah,
Shawarma?
bless you. Yeah.
Got there, ordered the hummus. The 3 of them smacking up the bread, and I was just like, forget that. There's a lot more shit coming.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
other
yeah.
food,
Good
like
stuff,
that.
good stuff.
And do you know what? They filled up on the bread and the salad and the baba ganoush and everything else. And
Then when the mains came, they're like, oh.
wow.
like there was falafel, there was like chicken shawarma, there was this, that, and the other. Like,
Mo.
Okay, well, I'm now.
There we go.
I
Sorry,
feel
Kate.
like this is definitely
poignant.
for you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
and
go
for
on.
everybody
Well, I'm
else
gonna
who's
pass
listening.
it on to them. Yeah,
And I'll
right.
tell you, and one other thing on that is, I imagine you're quite disciplined like this. You would not fill up. on bread.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I do like a little bit of bread because, like you said, if it's having a bit of pasta, it's
Warm.
always good to just
Bit
scoop
of
up the
hot
sauce.
bread, you can't
Yeah,
beat
I love it.
it.
I do love it. I do
Part
love it.
baked as
But
well, and it's
Yeah.
the
crispy
reason
with
why
butter.
restaurants
Butter.
give you
Balsamic.
bread,
Nice.
the reason why restaurants give you bread, what is bread? Firstly, it's basically like cake, isn't it? Right? It's a cake in disguise. It's got.
He's lost
it's,
me.
It's
He's
full
lost
of.
me.
It's full of sugar.
I've switched off.
It's full of sugar. We put butter on it to make ourselves feel better, but it's cake. Generally, it's got the same things as cake, right? What it does is
I'm not accepting that, by the
when
way.
you
No.
eat bread, it spikes your insulin.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it spikes your insulin, what does it mean? It means you're craving more
Yeah.
food. So therefore, it makes you hungrier. That's why restaurants want you to eat the bread so that you eat more food. So all that nonsense of don't fill yourself up on the bread, that's wrong. They're just giving you that trash food at the beginning so that you eat more food at the restaurant.
Okay.
There we go. That's the science behind it. The restaurateurs know it, and that's why they
I
shove
don't
that
think
bread.
that's always the case, Kedge.
Well, I don't know what bit of that you want to argue, but let's go for it.
Where did they shove the bread for you?
Down your throat.
Yeah. But can I just? I'm now just going off one. When you get that salty butter
Yeah.
Oh.
in restaurants,
There we go.
and you get crispy, crunchy bread,
Oh, there we go.
and you get that,
Yeah.
and bro, I'll be honest. I don't just spread the butter. We spoke about this or something else.
Oh.
Like I have clumps of it.
Yeah. You talk about lumps
on toast on the toast as well, and how you butter your toast.
Yeah.
Whether you put a thin slice of butter, and I'm like, nah, I don't mind puddles of butter. I love butter.
Yeah.
Butter is.
Well, there we go. So it's like putting butter on cakes.
Yeah.
Kedge, I don't think that's entirely true, your thing.
Well, bread is made of lots of sugar.
No, but then for example, when you go to.
I mean, you can try and disguise it however you want to, make yourself feel better about it.
No, but I do also believe that it's a cultural thing as well. And it's not just a money making thing. Because when you go France, you go Spain, Portugal, Italy,
I eat all their breads.
Bread's just part of their meal.
No, I get that, but the whole point you have to understand is that
it's just
bread.
like, they want to make money out of you.
No,
And I don't think
you have
that's
to understand
the
the science behind it, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But even that people at home will still have bread with their meal.
But the idea of it fills you up, that's not right.
Okay, so it will. Yeah, but I think if you have 6 bread rolls as an 8-year-old, I think the danger is your dad's going, and you've just ordered the burger. You're not going to eat it, you little shit. So that's what.
Yeah.
It's going to be a waste.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love it. I love bread and butter so much. Olive bread, seeded
that's the title. I love bread and butter.
I do.
I love bread and butter.
Seeded bread. You know, like that black seeded bread.
Oh, banging.
Yeah. And butter. I love. Do you know? Tell you, when I was little, they used to find my teeth marks in the butter dish.
Wow.
I'd open up the butter
just
dish
go for it
and just take a bite out of it like an apple.
Take
Love
a bite
it.
out of the butter.
I think that's why my skin's so good. I got all pure butter in my skin.
Okay.
It keeps you looking young.
I
It's like
don't know
it's the
anyone
ghee.
that would bite the butter.
Oh mate, they'd find it in the fridge as well, like the dicky.
That
of
is
butter.
disgusting.
Just
No,
what? Hang on,
is disgusting.
just butter or what about cheese?
No, I didn't like cheese until I was about in my late teens, 18, 19.
What else did you take a nibble out of?
No,
in the fridge?
No. The next door neighbour's what? No.
Easy.
No, but the butter. I said, oh god, I just love the creaminess of it. But now butter's gone soft. Not literally soft, but it's gone weak. Not a salty tasty. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on I'm still thinking about food.
Butter.
Stick it on me. All right, thank you all for listening as always. Any other messages? Any other reports? Anything happening next week? Where are we next week?
We're still to be TBC.
TBC.
By the way, Ked, you're not having a week off when you go away. Just putting it out there.
That's also TBC.
He's already
Kedge
tried
put in
it.
the request leave. He's going to India and he's making out that India, one of the leading tech places in the world,
Has no internet.
Yeah, has no internet. By the way, sorry, a little update. My mum and dad are going to India, right? And
Can they do a podcast?
No, my dad all of a sudden has decided he needs to take a radio with him. Because what's he going? Because he likes to listen to the radio in his room.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, how's the radio going to work over there? I need a radio that's kind of friendly,
Like an old school tuner
old
one,
school,
yeah.
yeah. And so my sister bought him one, like one that could work around the world, but it's so small and crap. It's got no proper sound to it. And I went, Dad, you can use your phone, and just have the app. Like you will have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like
What's his station of choice? What does he listen to?
Oh, he's
anything.
Sadly, he's still with the BBC.
Yeah.
No, but he loves Radio 4. He loves Radio 4.
Okay, fine.
So he loves the
get
news
that on the
program.
But you can listen to that on the app.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I need to just explain that
Okay,
and say there is another way.
That's a day's process.
You don't, yeah, exactly. It needs to kind of thing, and then I got to show him.
So
and walk him through
your
it.
parents are off, Kedge is off, I'm off after that.
Yeah.
Tell me when you going.
I am not going anywhere. I've got a couple of days away with the missus in March, but I'll put that request leave in properly. But I don't think that affects anything with us that time.
Good.
And then I go at the end of March.
Right. Okay.
To a proper holiday for Easter. But don't worry, let's deal with Kedge first.
Yes.
Let's deal with him, right? Until next week, boys. Laters.
Layers.
Laters.